Hey guys, Dad TFP here, and I'm with my best bud.
Niagara TFP.
And we got something super cool to share with you today.
And these are some maps from the company Wurlington Press.
Oh man, they make some pretty awesome postcards, and if you're really skilled, you can make them into some amazing buildings.
Yeah, these are some cities that we made, and we're going to show you each of them. So the first one is Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is that home of our buddy Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion.
Anything else about Philadelphia?
Philadelphia's a pretty cool city. It gets kind of a bad reputation for being kind of dangerous, but wow, we went there for this past spring, and it was pretty cool. A lot of historic things to see about the founding of our great country.
And then there's also the Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, Philly cheesesteak, Philly donuts. And then, of course, the iconic Philadelphia Art Museum, which our buddy Rocky ran all the way there, and then he ran up the stairs at Rocky and during Rocky, and it was pretty cool, right?
Our next city is St. Louis.
St. Louis is a pretty cool town. They got some cool food there. You get some barbecue. They got a famous custard place that there's a couple different locations. Make sure you don't go to the one on the bad side of town because it looks a little sketchy, but Philadelphia or St. Louis is a pretty cool place to visit as well.
And it's right by the Mississippi River.
That's right.
And then these next two are from Minnesota. So the first one's Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, don't you know? A lot of people of Scandinavian descent there. Pretty cool place. Let's see, some pretty cool towers. They got cool buildings there. They got they're also by the Mississippi, right?
Yeah, they're also by the Mississippi. And then the last one is Two Harbors, Minnesota. That's along Lake Superior.
Lake Superior, wow, that's awesome.
So we're now going to look at each of the cities, the landmarks. So
that is Independence Hall. That's where a ragtag bunch of colonists got together and they created our Declaration of Independence to really tell King George, we're not taking it anymore.
I'm gonna remove the little figures that you see in the front so that you can see the building easier. So there it is. And we talk more about it.
Yeah, that is the iconic Independence Hall. That's where a ragtag bunch of colonists got together, declared independence from Great Britain and the King George III.
Yeah, there's the other side of the building. This is where there's that big park at the very front. You want to talk more about that?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff there. Let's see, there's an iconic scene in Rocky when he's running throughout Philadelphia and eventually ending at the top of the steps of the art museum. But he runs by Independence Hall, and I think he might jump over a park bench there or hurdle over it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he went over the park benches, and now we're going to going on our next landmark. This is the Gateway Arch.
Gateway Arch. I think they call it the Gateway Arch because that's the gateway to the new territories that were part of the Louisiana Purchase.
It's also known as the St. Louis Arch. Do you want to talk more about this?
Yeah, St. Louis Arch was a pretty big architectural achievement when it was made. It's fairly tall, and the architect is Eno Siren. Is that right?
I'm not sure. And the way to go on the top, they had to think of different ideas, but they did something similar to a Ferris wheel where it goes up.
Yeah, it's kind of if you're claustrophobic, it's a little scary going on the little elevator up to the top, and it's kind of tight on the top too. But once you're on top, you see a beautiful view of the city. It's really cool. There's across the park is a famous courthouse where the Dred Scott decision was made. Next up is Minneapolis and these cool buildings here. One of them is the Foshay Tower. Pretty interesting. You think maybe one day we can actually go on top of there?
Yeah, I went on top.
You did? What? It's pretty cool. If you look closely, it's kind of like the Washington Monument, only a lot thicker, and it's an actual building, like a skyscraper where businesses are there.
And it has a tall antenna at the top.
Tall antenna. It's an interesting looking building.
Yeah, and you can see that's the other side of the building. And we went back in February this year. We went to the top of the Foshay Tower, and you can see all of Minneapolis.
Pretty cool.
And that goes into our next building.
The IDS Center.
That's just across from the Foshay Tower, and it's now the tallest building in Minnesota.
Pretty cool. It's like a modern skyscraper right there in
And
the heart of Minnesota.
they even have a hotel here.
Nice.
And what do those two antennas at the top make you think of?
Kind of like the two antennas on the Sears Tower, or the Willis Tower, as they like to call it nowadays.
This is our last one.
The last one is in Two Harbor,
Minnesota,
and it's a Split Rock Lighthouse. Wow, one of those old-timey lighthouses. It's on the shores of Lake Superior.
Yeah, it's on top of a big cliff, as you see on the photo there.
Wow, pretty interesting.
So those are all of the maps, the models, and we're now going to show you some other stuff. So that was from Wurlington Press, and you can see this is the form you can get from there.
Yeah, look at all these cool postcard paper models you can purchase from Wurlington Press. They've got a lot of our money because we've gotten almost all of these, right?
Yeah, I think we got all of these models here. And we're also going to show you something else. So this is the thing, and you can see that these are all the dates that we got in each of the bottles.
Oh, and when they were built, huh?
Yeah, and then these are some old photos of the map.
Look at that! You can see the progression of making that awesome little set. Nice.
So that is what the map looks like. This is a map from different angles. You see there.
Mm-hmm.
This is it from the back side, and this is viewed from the left side. And this is Independence Hall.
Cool.
And this is another.
Oh, look at that.
And then this is the St. Louis Arch.
Oh, yeah.
Another view of it. This is Minneapolis.
Nice. There's the Foshay Tower and the IDS Center. Nice.
And then that's the Split Rock Lighthouse.
Ooh, very cool.
Another view of it. And then this is the top of the map. So that is all the models and stuff. So there we go. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.